What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Sunday stream. Some Super Nintendo games. Just gonna finish getting set up here. Give me a moment and we'll get started. Okay. So I think we're about ready to get started. Check, 1, 2. Let's see. Okay, I think that's a bit better. Alright, so today let's start off with some Illusion of Gaia, a game I tried to play last time I streamed and didn't have much luck. So yes, thanks for joining. This is Desm 101, and we're going to jump right into some more SNES games streaming right now. So, hope everybody's having a good weekend. I've been enjoying my weekend so far. It's been pretty mellow. Watched a few movies, playing some games, of course. Last night I was playing a bunch of Max Payne. Played that for a few hours. And almost getting towards the end of that one, playing it on the Xbox. I really like that game, and I have 3 of them, Max Payne 1, 2, and 3, so I haven't really played through the rest yet. So I'm looking forward to getting through the first one and then starting the second one, and then, waiting till I can get to the third one to play it. I started it a little bit on the PS3, and I really like it so far. But it's like a normal kind of Rockstar game. Pretty awesome. So here's Illusion of Gaia. This is a game published by Enix and developed by Quintet, one of my favorite development teams from this time period. So it's from the Soul Blazer trilogy, and that's made by Quintet, of course. And those games really, it starts with Soul Blazer. This is the second one, and the third one is Terranigma. And each game deals with a lot of themes of like souls being saved and redeemed, and it also has to do with some partially historical stuff, like inspired by history. So those are some really neat elements, I think, about that series, and they're not directly connected, so it's not obvious. Like one thing, there's a dog named Turbo that kind of is one of the only consistent things through all 3 games, besides the thematic elements. So this one really got my attention because I thought it was a great kind of Legend of Zelda clone, and it has a beautiful art style, and the story isn't incredible. It's not like a mind-blowing story, but for its time it deals with some pretty serious subject matter, and it tries to kind of tackle some big topics, heavy-handed stuff, and I think the writing comes across kind of poorly translated, but overall it made a great impression on me, and I still think it's quite charming. So with that, let's go ahead and we'll start from the beginning. We'll just go to 3. My name is Will. A year has passed since I went to the Tower of Babel with my father. My father and his party met with disaster. Somehow I made it back to South Cape. I still can't believe my father is gone. I'll never believe it. When I grow up, I'll be an explorer and see the world. Somewhere I will meet my father. So he's kind of thinking to himself. That's all for today's lesson. You 4 do your best not to fall behind. Demons have appeared outside of town. This is always like an extremely common thing you hear in every RPG on the SNES. Monsters have appeared outside of town. If you go very far, you must go with your parents. I'll see you guys at the usual place, says Seth. I have to go home first. I'll see you guys there later. If you don't hurry home, your mother will think that you're kept after school. Like always, cave at the seashore. So those are Will's friends. You'll kind of follow the story along with them. So this guy teaches you how to jump off of ledges. Very similar to The Legend of Zelda. So one thing about this game, getting it to run on the SNES Classic. So if you saw my last stream, I couldn't get this game to run. So I ended up having to update the firmware of Hakchi on here and reinstall it. But basically it needs an emulator, a different emulator to run on this game. Oops, you know what, I'm sorry, camera's a little off there, sorry. All right, so to get it to work, yeah, it took me a few tries and then reinstalling the emulator, and finally I got it working, and it even managed to save my save point, so I didn't lose any progress. But back to the game. So isn't it weird though, right when you start the game, you walk out and then you go into this like alternate dimension, and it's just like, oh, no big reaction. It's a very normal thing to happen. Gaia introduces themselves. Only one with the dark power can see this space. You are the chosen one. I'd be pretty freaked out if I saw this. I'd want to talk to somebody about it. In the dark space, you can record a travel journal. Stop there before you depart. Sure. Someone's saying save point. And the great option of quitting your game. That's always kind of a funny option that I like. Like a Shining Force lets you quit the game after you save, where the the person tells you you need to take a rest. And this guy, the Jeweler Gem, arguably the most mysterious character in the game. So that's another connection to the first game. I won't give it away now, but I think it's a pretty cool thing. Yo, what's up, Shalace, Ed Sim? Thanks for joining the chat. What's up? Hopefully the streaming quality is up to par. We're just getting started with Illusion of Gaia. So, this guy, the jeweler, he wants to know, what do I have? Let's just say, how do you do? Once you hold up the red jewels, you'll have to come running to my place. I'm a famous master of disguises. If you saw me in another town, you wouldn't know me. So, you look for him in any of the towns that you go to, and you give him red gems that you find scattered throughout the world. And then as you get more gems, you can exchange them for like power-ups and items and stuff like that. So this is one of your friend's house, Seth. There's his parents, they fight. She would have left long ago. Oh, so this guy parties too much with his hard-earned money, which, you know, that's why capitalism sucks, everybody. It doesn't work. And you have people that are poor. And they don't have enough money to get by. And the system takes advantage of them. But anyway, I won't preach about that. Your father has been lost at the Tower of Babel for a year now. It seems like only yesterday. So, the Tower of Babel is not actually a real thing, but it was a fictional building that was told of in ancient times. And you even find it in old paintings. Like Hans Holbein did a painting of the Tower of Babel. And it's a very fascinating story. It's basically the story of language and why humanity has different languages. So the legend says that we built the Tower of Babel together as a single tribe. And we built it too high and too close to the heavens, and then that angered God. And so they struck the tower down and cursed man to not be able to understand each other after that. At least that's the very simple kind of recap version. So, now we're just meeting up with friends. The seaside cave. So, when I was a kid, I always had a place that I loved to hang out. I think my controller might be... Hold on, sorry about this. Using a wireless controller to play the SNES Classic, and it seems to have wigged out on me. Oops. Sorry about that. I'll just quickly load that save. Come on. One of the annoying things about wireless controllers is when the batteries die. Okay. Okay, so he can hold the R button to make things move, levitate, pull them towards him. So your friends really like that. It's like his psychic power. So Will is definitely like a special guy. So part of the beginning is to really set the expectation for Will's talents. That he's got all these abilities to predict cards and levitate stuff with his mind. definitely something we as a society have been kind of fascinated about for years, but hasn't really been much proof at all. But I think it would be cool. So now you can go back home. So Will's house is this one here. Oops. I think I'd react a little differently if someone was in my house. Is there a piano here? But Grandma Lola is a great singer. All right. So yes, that is the princess who ran away from the castle, of course. Oops. Princess, I've been looking for you. What are you saying? If I don't take you home, I'll lose my head? What do I care if you lose your head? You think I have nothing better to do than chase you down. Gotta do it. So right away, it's got like a Chrono Trigger kind of vibe going for it. You know, princess, runaway, very similar kind of setup. Introduced to the hero. That's a pretty good practical joke. This guy built the prison. Time for pie. Snail pie. More snail pie. Bring the crystal ring from Omen's Things to Edward Castle. A song, okay. So this game has songs that make different things happen, like for puzzles in the rooms and things like that. So there's no ring to be found. Let's see if I can find some of these. So we don't know what he's talking about for the ring, but I think there is some of those red orbs here in town. I mean, you'll have the chance to come back, but Let me just have a look really quick. Not in that house. No, there I went there. Alright, let's just leave town. Heading to the castle. So the map doesn't let you control character at all. It's not like an open world. You have to have an objective spot to go to, or else you can't navigate on the map. So right away you can go this way and go see the princess. So I think this is a pretty cool graphical style here. It looks kind of like a digitized photo, or some of it like a, and then it's like stamped, like copied and pasted, but especially back in the 90s, that was pretty impressive look. I thought it was pretty cool looking. Just a shabby boy. It's me, Kara. Thank you. Crystal ring. Alright, so now I go back to the king, speak with him, and then we'll be able to get to the first dungeon. I think he is up here. Yeah, there he is. Your will, you look so shabby. Did you bring the crystal ring? Oh no. How dare you? And then go ransack my house, huh? That's not very legit. All right. Think of a way to get out of here. The moss has seen thousands of prisoners come and go. Someone was chained to this wall. Of course, that's locked. So already you can kind of see the neat like art style. I feel like it's a pretty cool kind of top-down 3D look on the dungeon, and I like the way that the color, like the blues and the kind of purple, just lots of detail, lots of neat looking detail. Today's ration of bread. Yay, video game food. Always looks good. He misses the snail pie. Long day is ending. Pains me to think of the prisoner's feelings, not knowing what they should do. While I was trying to think of a way out, I drifted off to sleep. This is your father, talking from the flute. Father, now you've grown up. Isn't the pie delicious? You deserted me. So those stone, that thing that he picked up, that's also something that you see in the previous game, the gems. So in Soul Blazer, you picked up those same little gems the same way you would hold the R button, and it would like pull it towards him. And you use that for magic in the first game. It's one of the few elements that ties the game together with the first one. Okay, you must make a pilgrimage to the ruins of the world to find the mystic statues. The closer you get to the crystal, the stronger the evil power will be. So that's a big part of the story. So you're supposed to go gather these mystic statues from famous ruins around the world. Because you'll find out about this comet that appears every so often, kind of like Halley's Comet. And historically, that's one of those things where you hear about comets being signs of a bad omen. So this kind of takes that idea and uses it as like a bad event that happens when a comet shows up, and it like causes horrible things to happen. A letter and a key around the pig. Sorry to hear you're in prison. It's terrible what my father's done, but hear what I have to say. I too am a prisoner, in a prison of silk and gold. Tonight I will leave the castle forever. You'll also be free. Oh damn. Time to go fight. Just gonna navigate the menu screen now. Let's see. Oh, already. Come on. There we go. The steel door opens with a dull sound. Open this guy's cell. Who knows why I got in here, though? Could have really been a bad criminal. He can get out by himself anyway. Ah, save point. Yeah, so when you hit the start button in a dungeon, it'll tell you how many enemies are still around. And when you defeat all of them in a room, then it will give you a power-up to increase your stats. Alright. You always get your life refilled in those too, so that's pretty handy. The game starts out really easy, but then it gets pretty tough. Pretty big, complex dungeons. So you have the normal attack, and then you can like press the forward, hold the attack button down and press the forward button, kind of like a staggered press, and you can do that secondary attack, which is actually more powerful than the first attack. But right away, you can just see how neat the detail everywhere looks on the water. It's got some transparency, the lighting effects here, the use of the colors on like the tile, the dungeon tiles. Really clean, nice presentation. So you can also run if you double tap. Oh. Yeah, some enemies will trigger changes to the environment when you kill them. Yeah, you can also go through some attacks too if you do that that lunge forward kind of on the right timing. Really cool skeleton designs. Got him. So Will does look very similar to like a Legend of Zelda type of character. But enough difference. He's got like a headband on. Okay, and here's your little buddy who's like a dandelion puff or something. Oh, there we go. Oops. Yeah, it's not necessary to always defeat all enemies, so sometimes you might actually miss an enemy if you're going too fast through a level. Dang, I'm getting beat up though. I need to be careful. I didn't want to miss that. Collect the herb, man. All right. All right. Oh shoot. I might have to use that herb, huh? Oh shoot. I probably didn't need to use that, huh? Oh well. There's plenty more. Okay. The flute. All right. Cool little sound effect. Alright, I think it's going to introduce us to the ability to transform. So here you can change into the Dark Knight. Not Batman. Friedan. Pretty awesome and helpful character. So you can transform to multiple different characters in the game, but only one at a time, so you can't like keep an arsenal of different characters. It's a neat idea, and it definitely adds depth, but it'd be kind of cool if they expanded on it even more and made like a sequel. That'd be awesome. Your shape is only temporary. Try standing in front of the statue. I already did. So Friedan looks pretty cool. Can have much farther reach, way stronger attacks, bigger character sprite. But he doesn't have like a secondary attack like how Will does. How Will can kind of have this other. You can sort of infinitely attack by just moving the D-pad in different directions and holding down the attack button. But it's only for that quick moment that he's actually attacking. It's weird. It works though. It's almost like he's invincible when he's doing that. There we go, another red jewel. Can exchange those. So the jeweler, what's his name? Jim? Oh, what's his name? Oh, I can't remember his name. Die. So this is just the intro dungeon. There's not really any boss. So it's kind of a little disappointing, but the next boss is super awesome though, and actually really tough. You can change shape just like me. Lily, an Itori girl, protected by the flower spirit. I learned it from Grandma Lola. She hummed it whenever she was upset. I have had some of her pie. It tastes rather unusual, doesn't it? You know my grandmother? She asked me to rescue you. Weird sounds. That's the elder calling. So yeah, Lily is really just like another friend you meet on the journey. She doesn't actually do a lot, you know, except for add to the kind of dynamic of the characters and their interactions together. So now we have to go rescue the princess and take her from the castle. These two are still here all day and into the night, just standing there. Good old Snorehead. Pig power. Alright, let's get the heck out of Dodge. So there's an item in the basement you can get. I think I'll make sure to take that real quick. Large, yummy roast leg of yak. Oh yeah. Cannot leave without that leg of yak. Gotta eat that when the timing's right. Food items in games are really fun. I just have fond memories of all the weird food items you see in video games. Let's go back to the Cape Town. South Cape. These are always kind of interesting. So in the third game, you can actually walk around on the overworld map, but it's like no random battles or anything. But this one, it's just like point A, point B. Can't even control it. Dun dun. It's like when the Ninja Turtles come home and Master Splinter's gone. It was the Shredder. I want those red gems. Where are those gems? The Jackal. So yeah, he's a character that will follow you. I guess he has no regard for human life, but you don't really interact with him. You just kind of hear about him following you. So it doesn't feel like much. This would be a cool game to see a remake of. Improve the dialogue, fine-tune the story a little bit. Add more depth to the gameplay and the levels and stuff. Because I feel like there's some really great ideas going on here. They're in Itori Village. It's invisible. There's a barrier around it. Ordinary people like you can't see it. Let's go, well. I'm going too. It's far too dangerous for a princess. You can't stop royalty. I'll do whatever I want. Typical. Typical of a princess. They're all angry. That's like the Utah Saints song. I just know something good is gonna happen. You guys ever heard that song? Anyone heard that song? Old 90s electronic music? That was more popular in the UK than it was here. Oh yeah, so they're saying I should go bid farewell to my homies. Because I won't see them for a while. Guess we can go talk to the jeweler guy. See what he says. Give him some of these here gems. I don't think that's enough. Give you the red jewels. Alright, let's see his inventory. Oh, okay. Life Force, Psycho Power, Dark Power, My Secrets. So I think there is only 50 gems in the game. Guapo has joined us. Guapo. But yeah, if you get all 50 gems, that's where you get the secret surprise from the first game. You look gloomy, Will. Something you can't tell us about? What's the matter? You're not acting like same old Will. I'm gonna win again for sure. They're not even impressed with my super skills. I guess that's it. Doesn't really say anything. You never hear what happened to Will's mom either. It's just like your dad's in the Tower of Babel. And that's it. That's all you know, I guess. Well, maybe there's one other house. Did I check this house? Oh, a lot of strange merchants. Yeah, this guy. Cooking some weird thing on his floor of his house. Alright, should I just get the heck out of Dodge? Nope. Can't. Oh, I forgot. Okay. I have to go tell them that I'm ready. Yes. There will be many hardships. So they hate each other right away. Are you my friend too? Oh, what should I say? Every time I play, I always pick the nice, polite responses. It's like I'm afraid of upsetting an imaginary character. Just because, I don't know, I'm just too nice. No, I don't know. Maybe I'm uninteresting. I don't like to stir the pot. I know in Final Fantasy VI, if you refuse to help Banon enough, he'll give you the Genji glove. So it's like it pays off to be a jerk. So I don't know. I guess for variety, I should try to change it up and just see what happens if I get if there's any actual effect to the game. But I don't know. Considering how many times I play this, I've only beat it like once or twice, but I've played, you know, a well good amount, at least halfway through it, probably half a dozen times. But I always pick the same. Anyway, this is my village, but you're probably surprised that there are no houses. Now let's play the melody and see. I gotta play the song. Okay. Very good to see. Uh-oh. Reconnection. Oh, sorry about that. There was a bit of an issue there. Hopefully everyone's still joining. Anyway, welcome to the stream, everybody. Sorry about that. There is some kind of issues with the network at the moment. I do apologize. Hopefully everyone's still tuned in. But yes, we're going to continue on with Illusion of Gaia here on the Super NES Classic little mini console, and I'm using this really cool wireless controller here from my arcade. It's pretty handy. It's not perfect, but it works pretty good for me. So yeah, we just got here to Itori Village, and now we're gonna figure out some quick puzzles to get to the next dungeon. Shouldn't take too long before we get there. They're still arguing, those two. So we'll just make a quick trip around the village. The Incas who lived here were a tribe without written language. Their legends are left in song. Even in seemingly meaningless melodies, there is a message. So I want to say one South American tribe used an extremely unique form of language. There are no other children of Lily's age in the village. Please become friends. Where they would like tie strings together in a descending order, and their arrangement would basically describe something akin to a language, that meaning. But it was one of the most unique forms of like writing, from what I understood. A terrible thing has happened to us. A man called the Jackal came to the house with some soldiers. He almost got us. Grandpa panicked. I destroyed their digestion with a poisoned marsupial pie. Then I ran away. Lily, thank you. I didn't know the Princess Kara came too. We didn't ask her to come along. Well, this is my house. You can look around the village, but then come back here. Lily, wait, I'll go too. So Kara's having a hard time. She's not really cut out for all this walking around the countryside kind of stuff. Ah, yes, the Incan gold. Many who set forth in the Incan ruins have never returned. So yeah, that's like the story of El Dorado, right? The city of gold. You would hear legends about it, but it's never been found. It might have just only been a legend. The ruins are an ancient tomb. Why can't you leave them alone? So that's cool. It's kind of like, you know, the sentiments of the people who probably live there, who maybe respect the dead. So you kind of see some cool South American influenced artwork here. It's said that a messenger appeared here when the ancient world was about to be destroyed. Then, all around the world, disease and famine began to increase. This planet had always been peaceful. So some of these thematic elements are what really draws me to this game, I think. It sounds kind of preachy and hokey, but it's pretty interesting, I don't know, from a historical perspective, kind of how they're trying to tie this all together here. Keep running. So yeah, there's lots of like little running and jumping puzzles in this game. It's pseudo-physics based, where you won't be able to like jump up a ledge because you'll have to have like enough speed, or it's a little weird. It's hard to explain. Somewhat loosely physics based. Psycho Dash. Okay, so here's your first ability that you gain as will. So you can gain abilities for each character. This one's useful for discovering secret areas. It's just like an attack where you hold down the button for a couple seconds to power it up and let it go. Yeah, the Psycho Dash, it can destroy obstacles. Always be alert. If you find a suspicious place, try to destroy it. Sure, let's record. Continue. All right, let's go. All right, so now we'll just run across the thing here. Oh wow, we're already about an hour. So I think we'll try and maybe see how far we can get through the Inca dungeon. Maybe get a save in there, and then we'll switch to another game. So if anybody has any suggestions for a game that you'd like to see on this stream, please feel free to let me know. You can hear there's a weird sound there. And there you go. Use the ability to smash open that wall. I was thinking I might do Contra next. Play Contra 3. That's a pretty fun one. Really tough game. Maybe just do a single till I get game over, and then call it a day for the stream. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so there's this guy. That's the Incan statue. Good job. I wonder if you were put on this earth to solve the Incan riddle. I'll tell you a legend handed down by our people. Put the statue on the Larai Cliff below this. Put the statue on the Larai Cliff below the ruins, where the spirit's breath cannot reach. The winds in the valley will lead you to the gold ship. Understand? It is said that the Moon Tribe has one more. Have Lily guide you there. Be careful. So this guy is like a weird apparition, kind of. So we need to have Lily take us to the actual ruins. And seeing the statue will give her a perfect reason to. So now we're heading over there to Moon Tribe. So yeah, I get the sense that they're really covering a lot of territory. So maybe it would have been kind of cool to maybe have some fights or some kind of encounters during the road, since they mentioned that the monsters are increasing. It would make sense, right? Good evening, out for a stroll. Up, up. This body is lighter than air. Guess who? Cotton Candy's relative? Birdman? Or Old Man's ghost? Cotton Candy's relative. Wrong. Actually, we are the Moon Tribe, also known as Shadows. So these are enemies, enemy sprites from the first game, from Soul Blazer. Oops. The comet is a vehicle of destruction whose evil light has changed all creatures. It's a remnant of a weapon from a terrible battle long ago. The world will be unbearable? Yes, you're bright, but you're still immature. We've transcended time and have lived long. We saw the destruction of the Incan Empire. The Incan statue sleeps in the cave below. If you like, we'll give it to you. At any rate, go look in the cave. Wherever there's light, there are shadows. We, who were changed by being bathed in the light only once, will spend our future in a world without light. One of my party has been kidnapped. Know your destination. Yes. Maybe someone's chasing you. That's weird, huh? What does that mean? It comes once every 800 years. This is the 4th time. The more light that reaches you, the stronger the dark power. What will be born from the light this time? Yeah, these guys are weird, huh? No. So regardless of what you say, he gives the same response. It's one of those cryptic video game messages that doesn't actually mean anything. Okay, so you have a few seconds to beat this. Let's see if I can do it first try. This is the final shape of those touched by the comet's light. They are horrible creatures whose hearts are filled with hatred and destruction. If you can destroy them within 20 seconds, I'll give you the statue. Okay. Oh no. Good boy. Alright, I did it. Usually it takes me a few tries. But that's boring to have to watch. Statue B. Yee. Okay. Yes, my father summoned me. I don't want to fight the demons, but if my father's alive, I'll risk anything to see him. Let's go to the ruins. Here's the entrance to the ruins. This is where the puzzle of the Incan legend is hidden. I heard this story from the elder when I was a child. After being invaded, the Incans decided to leave their native land to find a new world. They secretly built a huge ship and filled it with priceless gold artifacts, but there's no record of the ship leaving. That's probably the Incan gold ship in the story. I don't think the elder has ever told that story to any outsider. Wonder what he wants you to do. So this is the real first dungeon of the game. But first we have to have Kara say hi. Guapo. Come say hi, Guapo. Come on. Princess wouldn't understand. Remember what the elder said. Put the statue on the Larai cliff below the ruins where the spirit's breath cannot reach. The valley wind will lead you to the gold ship. Sounds very like Indiana Jones-ish kind of. There was a tremendous wind at the Larai cliff. That's probably what the old man meant by the breath of the spirits. This is the cliff with no wind. My heart beats fast. Alright, I'm gonna just take a quick break and step away for a moment. Guys, I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I'm back again. Had to go and refill the beer there real quick. Or fill the beer, I guess. Got some brewski. Alright, let's continue. Already we got some super cool new bad guys. So a great variety of enemies here in this game. Really cool designs for them, I think. These mudmen kind of creatures. Pretty cool. Chris, if you're there, thanks for joining, brother. Hope you're having an awesome weekend. Hope everything's going great for you, man. It's always good to hear from you. Another gaming homie. Oh boy. So you can tell it's definitely amped up the difficulty a bunch for this dungeon. I'm kind of just running in all haphazardly. You guys watching, let me know what your thoughts on this game are, if you've played it before. If not, if you've heard of it, what do you think of it? This is easily one of my favorite Super Nintendo games. Definitely up there with like Link to the Past. Okay, so there's one of these kind of puzzle elements. You can see he can't make it up that without some extra ability. Ah, dang, I'm not doing so good. I need to be more careful. Dang. Yes, will that refill my hearts? Yes, okay. Definitely need that. What do we got? The diamond-shaped block. So this will allow us to go out through that door that's blocked by the spikes. Okay, gotta get the item. Let's see. Got it. Pretty cool how those blocks fall down like that. I enjoy that part. So looks like I can jump down here if I want to. Not sure where it'll go. I'm gonna go just check out this area first. So I remember the first time I played this, I got stuck at this level for a while because at this part here, when you're like, there are some spots where you need to drop down, and I sort of like forgot that I could do that. So it's good to keep your eyes open. So that'll take you back to the very beginning, where you started. I'm just gonna cruise around and see how many enemies I can just defeat. Because, yeah, there you go, 10 enemies. Still chilling. So you can see the level's pretty big. Pretty huge freaking level. And the rest of the levels in the game are like this, where they're pretty big, most of them. An explorer who sought the Incan gold ship in the skeleton's hand is some kind of charm. inside is a scrap of paper with this written on it. Father, please come back alive, Nana. When you find the gold ship, buy a crook. I think a crook is like a boat, like a kayak. Okay, so I think there we go. Can do this too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this. Alright, those are useful. And there's a save spot there. Debating whether to keep going during this stream today on this game or to switch up the game. I might switch up the game soon. However, I am planning on continuing this game in the future. Continuing to stream this game. Oh, I blocked it. Might be able to get through this whole dungeon. What is it? Maybe, I don't know. This dungeon's pretty big. I like these weird little acid blob enemies. I think it's pretty cool how they disappear and reappear. You might think that they're defeated, but they're not. On these floating statues, heads, things. Pretty cool. So I think that guy won't move unless you transform into Freedan. Hey, Charlie. If I move that gold statue, I can pass. Where are we? Okay. This is one of those puzzle rooms. I think what you're supposed to do is set a guy on each one of the tiles. But if you get too close to them, they'll like wake up. You can't get too close to them. Of course, it gets more difficult. There we go. So we only need to do 3. Then you stand on the last one. Oh. Oh, shoot. Pretty cool. I like the dungeon designs here. I'm guessing this must be where you turn into Freedan. Z. Hi, Z. Little Z is visiting. Hey, Z. Yeah, we'll continue a bit longer. Sounds like there's a storm outside right now. I'm hearing some thunder and a bunch of crazy wind and stuff. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to come back here to transform back again. Ah, yes, gotta learn the new song. All right, Melody of the Wind. Okay. So I think you have to use that in a specific room. Alrighty, let's see, go back this way. Try to defeat all the enemies in this room. Just be a jerk to that guy. Okay, which way? Should I go this way? It's tough to say. No, there wasn't really. There's another treasure chest. Let's go back this way. Oh, I see. Maybe this way, yeah. You can tell it gets hard to recall exactly where you're supposed to go. There we go, I needed that. Okay, now I think I can use this. There we go, yeah. I love how the statue looks when it's spinning, that's pretty awesome. Really cool design, look at that. I love the multi-layers here. Kind of different color gradients on there. Great detail. Yeah, I do want to get to the boss. Let's see if I can beat the boss. I think I'm pretty close now. Okay, that means I defeated everybody in this room. Okay, is this another puzzle area? See how many are they enemies? Are these guys? No, they're not actually enemies. Because they respawn, so it's like they don't count as real enemies. Guess they'll give you those points or whatever. Let's see. That perspective makes it look really weird when he's going down. Ooh, a power drop, refill HP. Those are pretty rare. Let's see, I guess I'm supposed to go this way, huh? Oh, that guy can shoot fire. See, it says these are enemies. Still two more. Where are they? Is it these guys? Okay, it was those guys. Oh, crap. God, this level is huge. Alright, last guy on this part. Oh. The trick is trying to hit them all at once at the same time. Oh, what's this? Acid bad guys, that's right. Dang, I need some power, some HP refill. Yeah, I need that. There we go. Yeah, it's like I just press the attack button once and then like do circles on the D-pad and he does that. Alright, I think that means, where do we go? Down here? Did I go that other way? I'm confused. Okay, this is, alright. So you have to go in there and play that song, the wind song. Wait, oh. Yep, okay, yep. Aha. beat all these bad guys. There's another treasure chest. Yes, that's what I need. Yeah, them red jewels. So if you miss one, you can't even find that secret last boss in the game. Oh man. Yeah, you gotta get those strength improves. Strength upgrades. Alright, now we can transform back to Will. So we can get to the final boss. Ooh, new power. Oh no, it's just Will. Turn back to Will. Okay. So now we're going to do that trick where we use the song in the gold room. And it'll be up here, yeah. So let's equip that really quick. Okay, I think I just stand here. Let's see if that's right. I think that's right. Let's see. Yep. Okay. It's kind of like, is this right? And what do you know? It is right. Okay. So there isn't any enemies there. Okay. So what you have to do, turn back into Freedan. Yeah. And then put the statues in. Okay. There we go. And just one last save. It's time for the boss. We made it. Yes, let's see if we can beat the boss. When he suffers damage, rays of light will shoot from his head. If you suffer damage, hide behind him. Okay. That's the trick. See if I can pull it off here. The wind will push you off to go fight the boss. Alright, let's see how we do. First try. This is a pretty hard boss. So you have to attack his hands and then dodge the crazy light rays. So that thing that's bouncing around and the fire. Once his eyes open, he's vulnerable. Oh, crap. Okay, now I gotta get behind him. Oh, man. Oh, shoot. Okay, that didn't go very good at all. Damn, holy crap. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. It started me with, like, a crappy amount of hit points. Oh, what the hell? Don't record. Oh, I don't want to record my death. All right. So dodging is the key here. Let's try to prioritize on that mostly. Yeah, I just gotta get rid of those hands quick. Oh man, you got me. Bastard. Die. Yes, there we go. Boom. Whew, that was really close. Pretty cool looking boss though. I remember seeing that in like some Super Nintendo commercial, I think, a long time ago. Alright, so it took me, dang, almost over an hour and a half to get to beat that boss. I think it was, what, just one death? I think that gives you a pretty good sense of the game so far. The Incan gold ship. Feels like someone's there. Look, look, the king has returned, and he's much shorter. It's the king, you're safe. I'm the king? King, you're safe. Now we can set sail. The queen is in her stateroom. Please show her that you're okay. It's a happy occasion. We have waited for you for such a long time. Let's see, where do I go? Oh, I see. Through the darkness, a bright light is visible in front of the cave. As the ship set sail, that light represented the freedom we had just won. The queen is still wearing the ring she got from the king. That's right. It's the ring he gave her when they were separated by the invaders. Since then, she has thought of nothing but him. Good, you have returned safely. As you were told, until now I've been guarding the mystic statue of wind. That's the statue you were awarded by the spirits. It's in the jewel box in the storehouse below. Look for yourself. So this is the main item that you're looking for in the game. Are you going to the crow's nest? You can watch the ship set sail. The mystic statue. First one of 6. All right. So we'll go back to the crow's nest. To trigger this event. Oh, Short King, look there. The ship is coming out of the cave. After living in darkness for so long, the brightness is like a new beginning. How can invaders come to destroy a world as beautiful as this? It does look pretty cool. Pretty neat design. Take a little browse around. Fancy looking ship, huh? Well, I need to get to another save point. So he'll sleep now. I fell into a deep sleep and was pulled inside a dream. Oh, he's back home. I just wonder if he could like pick up a red jewel in there. Mother? Look in the sky. The comet is so beautiful. After years and years, the comet approaches Earth, then recedes. Some say it's an unlucky star. Some say it's a lucky star. Lucky star. Then hope that happiness doesn't slip away. Well, I'm always watching over you. So it's one of the rare references to Will's mom. You were acting strange, so we followed you. Then we reached a strange town. I was born there. Don't call it strange. It's invisible. I'd call that pretty strange. Well, you can't go on a journey without telling us. Since we're friends, we have to share good times and bad. So they followed him. It's pretty resourceful friends, huh? This is where the Inca were standing. Not anymore. You're back so late, the elder must have read your fortune. He said that you were floating alone in the sea. I was so surprised. So how did they find him if he's alone on the sea? Weird, huh? They perished waiting for the king's return. I can't stand anything that disrupts people's peaceful lives. The queen's mummy sleeps silently. There's a gold ring on her long, slender, bony finger. That ring must be one of the artifacts put on this ship. This is the most valuable of all the artifacts. Many people have lost their lives trying to get rich by finding this ring. I want the ring. It's so pretty. I really must have it. Have you no shame? You could be cursed. Oh no. That was bad. Riverson. This part of the ocean, there are fish that are dangerous as well. Sharks. Belongs to Riverson. What? Lance, are you okay? Wow. What happened to Seth? Something happened. It's Seth. A huge, enormous, giant fish ran into the ship. Seth fell into the water. He was swallowed. What was that? Ah! Stop crying. Too late. Now you're stuck on a piece of wood like Titanic. Don't be upset. Let's think about the future. Just enjoy drifting. I'm starved. I'll have the meat I brought from the castle. Alrighty then. Meat time. It was better than any food we'd ever had. Wow, that sounds pretty good. Poor fish. You're striking them. Even after seeing it all day, I never get tired of it. Well, that won't be for too long though, huh? Poor fish. Well, time passed slowly with nothing to break the monotony. Kara just stared at the fish all day. Will couldn't stand it. He walked around the raft and talked to Kara many times. The minutes seemed like forever, but he could hear the march of time. Day 4. I have a premonition help is coming. And just then, a thing floats up. There was a letter. We are on a ship on our way to be sold as forced labor in an unknown land. If anyone reads this, please save us, Sam. My premonition, you said you wanted to be saved, but it's me who needs to be saved. I'm so starved. You should have caught that fish if you had. I can't hurt such a pretty fish. Are you saying it's better to starve? Raw fish gives me the creeps. I can't eat it. Besides, the fish is fighting to stay alive. Fish feel pain. Have you ever thought of how the fish feels? If you want to eat it, go ahead. I'm not going to eat it. I might have fish for dinner later. No, Will doesn't like her very much. Drifting, first week, a school of fish. If he didn't eat more, he thought he would starve. So now you can do this. So this is a pretty interesting little concept. You put him on a raft and make it really boring and try to kind of simulate that feeling of what it must be like to be stuck on a little tiny raft for days and days. It would suck. You'd get scurvy or something. You'd probably... I mean, you couldn't drink water. You'd die really quick without water. You couldn't drink salt water. Well, sorry I talked to you that way yesterday. I'll try to eat the fish. Let's catch a fish. A freaking good one. This one. Oh, there she goes. Oh, he's developing feelings. Dem feels. Day 12. Damn, it's almost 2 weeks. That looks cool. I don't know. I just think there's definitely some sentimental kind of stuff going on here. Day 18. I don't know if they'd make it this long. The 9 sharks. Can't do anything. Passed out. Oh, he got scurvy. Columbus crew. The dog outside. Oh, there's Turbo. Hey, Zia. Zia wants to come say hi. Oh, hey, Z. South of Oakton. All right. Made it through that craziness. Yes, Red Jewel. And yes, it's Turbo from Soul Blazer. That's the same doggy. I think you can find Turbo in the 3rd game too. Pretty sure. Phrygia. What a cute couple. Have you decided where you're staying tonight? Not yet. We're looking for someone. Base or search here. All right. That's what I was looking for. That's gonna end it for this session. No. Then rest a while. one of the cool things, the game will go into a suspended state and play like a farewell song, which I think is really cool to find this feature in games. Alright, so I'm going to take a quick break and we're going to switch up games here. Give me just one moment. Okay, alright, we are back. At least for a little bit longer, guys. So, if you stuck with me for this long, thanks so much. I really do appreciate it. Anyone joining me on the stream today or watching this later, let me know your thoughts on what you'd like to see in a stream, what game you might want to check out. And I do plan on doing another stream with Illusion of Gaia to play through the entire game. But for now, what should we play? We'll do Contra. Contra series, definitely some of my favorite games ever. This is a game that I always benefit from a nice warm-up. We don't waste too much time here since we're already a couple hours into the stream. Alright, got an extra life already. Try and keep those as long as possible. Definitely want to kill those weird human-faced dog dudes because they give you a lot of points. Oops. Yeah, see, that's one of the weird issues with these D-pads sometimes on these controllers is that you lean too far on one side of the D-pad and it'll think that you're pressing diagonal. It's really annoying. Oh, dang. I like it when I can make that. Oh, crap. Oh, damn it. How did I freaking die? Shoot. That was a big screw up. I do like crush missiles. You do want to kill these little meatballs that jump out of the fire because they're worth a ton of points. Give you an extra life. There you go. There's one extra life. Thanks to the jumping meatball. Yeah, spread's the best though. Have to pose like that, like they're on the back of the box. So I like to just stand down here, attack him at his weak spot, and use those bombs whenever something gets too close. Yeah, actually, spreaders aren't very good for this boss, huh? It's really not very great. Die, you bastard. There we go. God, it took a while. It's a pretty decent start, I guess. Oh, this level. Okay, let's see. Start at the faraway one and then work your way towards all the busy area. We're freaking loaded with spreaders. Should be good to go. Ooh, is that an extra life already? Take that. Let's see. Am I going the right way? Curious what everyone's thoughts are on this level. Is this a good Contra level? Is it a weird level? Is it okay? I don't really like it, honestly. I wish they would have just stuck with normal, like, Ikari Warrior style top-down levels. Didn't have to do the whole Mode 7 3D effect. Kind of just makes it all weird and disorienting to play. Is that it? Nope. I should have grabbed that laser. This level just always takes me back to the 90s, like such a 90s level in gaming. Take that. Ooh, that was close. was close. Yeah, spreader does kind of suck for this boss. Unless he lands perfectly in front of you. Glad you can do that though, right? Very useful. This level, this is probably one of the coolest levels in the game. Oh, I did want that. Oh, what the fuck? That was fucking stupid. Flamethrower would have been so much better here. I don't like this part of this boss. Damn it. What was I thinking? Ooh, crush missiles. Okay, yeah. This music is great. Okay, here we go, here we go. This is where it gets serious. Oh, fuck me. Damn. What the hell? Jeez. That guy's bastard. It's like you gotta kind of... Oh, man. He just freaking destroyed me right there. Oh my god. That was horrible. It's gonna be way harder to beat this level now. Ah, what the hell? Come on. What the? Jeez. Oh man, I'm really screwing this up. There we go, I got an extra life at least. Just got it. Yep. Not too shabby. At least I didn't have to continue again on that level. So this is a good spot to earn a bunch of extra lives. Or at least one extra life there, I think. There you go, there's an extra life there too. Oh, these crush missiles are the baddest. Oh, now I got the flamethrower. Oh, I hate this guy. The heck is that thing? Okay, this guy is a real pain. I'm just gonna use the... Yeah. Crap. Oh, jeez. Ooh. I thought for sure I was dead. Ooh, I'll take that. Okay, this guy gives me some trouble. This whole part right here is really, it's ridiculous. I usually die a million times. There we go. Okay, now this is where the real insanity. It's just because of these stupid cannons that they have that fire diagonally. That's what really does it to me. With the crush, you have to get in up close, even with the fire. Oh man, that shit, that diagonal fire is the worst thing ever. Okay, got that one. Oh, no. Yes. Wow. Nice. I'm actually surprised I made that. This level, another top-down level. Let's see. It's either the faraway one. Yeah, it's just down. Oh, I at least have a flamethrower. That might help. Oh, come on. Wow, that was stupid. Alright, give me one sec, guys. I'm gonna go refill my beer. All right. Let's see how far we can get in this. Oh, we'll start here at the precarious part. Don't walk off the ledge this time, dang it. Yeah, this top-down level is way harder than the other one. Oh, it doesn't even give me a freaking weapon. Okay. Oh, these guys suck, too. This is the kind of level that makes me want to use save states. It's such an evil level. Jeez. Imagine fighting these bugs in real life. Oh, damn it! You... Oh, jeez. Can't stand this crap. God. Oh, come on. Oh my god. This level is such a pain. I can't stand it. Everything about it, the boss, the freaking bugs, it's just ridiculous. Freaking bastard. I don't know about these homing missiles. Definitely definitely not my favorite. Oh. Let's see, let's go this way. Where is it? Is it that way? Oh, it's right there. I thought I already picked this one. Okay, at least I got extra life. Okay, there's still another one left. This way? Where the heck is it? Gotta go to the right for, okay. Okay. This way. Oh, jeez. Oh, come on. Whoa, what the hell? Alright, I'll take that. Oh, jeez. Now this boss, my goodness, this boss sucks. No. Oh, jeez. Oh, wait, what? Stupid. Crush missiles, that's exactly what I need. Jeez. Ah, oh, fuck, man. Oh, god damn. This is so frustrating. I hate this level. God. God, what? Who came up with this freaking boss, man? This thing is the worst. Oh my god. What the hell? Jeez. Sorry about that. That was massive pain. Thankfully, there's no more annoying top-down levels after that. Yeah. That was easy. Oh, that sucked. Oh, man. All right. This is the weird turkey leg boss from Super C. Oh. How much do I got left? Am I done? That was it. All right. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. That's going to wrap it up for today. I'm Desm101. I do have Twitch streams every Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to see more, please check there. It's Twitch, Desm101. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend. See you later.